I don't want to. Okay. Okay. Oh, gee, okay. Stop pushing. Okay. Jesus Christ. Uh, hi. Hi there. Trepacer here. I was getting ready to do my Trepacer's Saturday reviews. Went to see two movies today, but a certain someone insists upon making an announcement. So he's back from London, and he wants to make an announcement, and I can't deny him. So, without further ado, here's your favorite Sith Lord, Darth Vader. I'm back. I know you missed me. I'm back. Back from my great trip to London. Like Trey Pastor mentioned a few weeks ago, certain someone called me up and had me fly out to Pinewood Studios out in London, and I filmed a little something for the next Star Wars movie. And by the way, I'm here to announce the title of the new Star Wars film, the official title of the new Star Wars film that I'm in. Star Wars Episode 7 is called now officially The Force Awakens. How do you like that? Okay, that was, well, I don't want to brag, but, that was sort of my idea. I did come up with the Force part of that. Okay, JJ came up with the rest, with the Awakens part. But suffice to say, with my great input in this movie, this is going to be fantastic. And, excuse me, sorry about that. You're going to be fired for that. Hitting my music ahead of time. Okay? Sorry about that, folks. I just wanted to make that announcement of the official title. Okay, so look for that movie. Of course, coming out next year. It's just 18th of December, of course. Just in time for Christmas. Of course, it's going to be the biggest movie of next year, of course. Obviously, screw the Avengers. Okay, this is going to be everybody's been waiting on this movie forever. So, and I'm in it officially. Yeah, that's kind of the worst kept secret ever, but I'm in it. Anyway, I'll let Trey Passer go back to his little Saturday review thing. Okay, and I just wanted to make this announcement, and he owes me, so I'm back, and I'll be making more appearances on Trey Passer's channel. Okay, so now you can cue my music up. Hi, this is Trey Passer. Welcome to Trey Passer Saturday Reviews, episode 91, I believe. Again, I apologize for Darth Vader coming on here and running off at the mouth. I'm sorry. He insisted, that I introduce him and do his little spiel. He came back from London. He's all hyped up, and so I kind of had to agree to let him do this. But anyway, enough of him. Now back to the reviews. Anyway, I went to see two movies today. So Big Hero 6 and Birdman. Okay, the first movie I'm going to talk about is Big Hero 6. There it is. It came out in 3D, but I saw the 2D version of this. Okay, this morning. Okay, for those who've seen the trailer, this is a Disney animated movie, and it's basically a story about basically the bond that forms between this plus-size inflatable robot named Baymax and this child prodigy named Hiro Hamada. Okay, for those who've seen the trailer, you basically, you can see what this robot Baymax is created actually by Hiro's older brother, Tadasha, who goes to school, and he's trying to get Hiro, his brother, whose younger brother, who's kind of always doing these secret robot wars with these. He's very smart. Like I said, he's a prodigy, and he creates these little miniature robots that he fights in these battle bot things, and where they gamble for money and stuff, and he has people after him. So basically, Tadashi's trying to get him on the straight and narrow. They live with their aunt, outcast in San Francisco, Psycho, I think that's what they call it in the movie. Okay, and he's trying to get his brother on the straight and narrow. He even takes him one day to the school where he lives, where he works actually. Yeah, he goes to school and he introduces him to a couple of his pals, Fred, Gogo, Washabi, Honey Lemon. Those are his friends at the school, and he shows them they show him actually their inventions and stuff. Okay, and he even meets the professor there, Robert Callaghan. Okay, and he tells him, listen, he introduced him to to his younger brother, and he said, listen, if he sees his bot and said, listen, if you want to do that, it's okay, but if you really want to change your mind, and challenge yourself, you try to come in. And his brother tells him that there's I guess an audition process where you have to impress Mr. Callaghan about with your technology, whatever your invention is, and then he'll let you come to the school, and then you can expand your knowledge. But also at the same time, there's a businessman, and Alistair Cray, who actually wants to buy, who actually comes the night of Hero's display, and he invents this, I guess, this tech called nanobots that he does these amazing things with the power of his mind, with a mind bat. These nanobots does this amazing stuff, and of course this businessman wants to buy it. But of course, after talking to Mr. Callaghan, Professor Callaghan, Hero turns him down, and then I don't want to spoil what happens next because this is kind of a spoil what happens next. But let's say something happens that greatly affects Hero, and now also what I forgot to mention is Baymax, the robot that you see in the trailers. That was created by his brother Tadasha. It's a medical bot that's supposed to diagnose you and diagnose your medical and make you and it's supposed to. Tadasha creates it, so it's supposed to help people. And well, let's say after a certain event happens, Hero kind of he takes an interest in Baymax. Okay, and he wants to right a wrong, which I don't want to spoil it, spoil what happens, but basically he becomes friends with his brother's friends, and they set out to find basically the reason this tragedy happens, and they basically try to solve it. Okay, and this movie is a lot of fun. Okay, and I don't want to spoil it so much. See, I'm trying to talk about it without spoiling it, but the basic thrust of it is Hero, and like I said, and his brother's friends, they get together and they basically try to right a wrong in this movie. Something tragic happens in this movie, and they try to solve it. And they use Baymax, who is great as as kind of a comic relief, but also as the great thing is that these friends, they kind of become a team, a superhero team. Hence the title, because Big Hero 6. They kind of become a team, and they team up to basically right a wrong that's been perpetrated in the movie. And this movie is a ton of fun. I love the animation in this. I love the voice work in this, and I like the story too. It was very good, and I was really entertained, and it was funny. And like I said, the robot Baymax is, has that, is hilarious. Okay, and I like the characters. T.J. Miller plays one of the students, his brother's friends, Fred, who's basically a goofball. You got Jamie Chung as Go-Go, and you got Damon Wayans Jr. as Wasabi. He's funny too. We got Genesis Rodriguez as Honey Lemon, and you just have these guys. Like I said, they team up and they basically become a team to fight and to correct the wrong that's happening in the movie. And I want to say that without spoiling it. And it's just a fun movie. It's absolutely fantastic. It's one of the better animated movies that came out this year, and I really enjoyed this movie. It has a lot of heart in it, and it's about family too. Okay, family, real family, and then the friends. And he forms that bond with the friends, his brother's friends, and they become like a family. And it's just a really fun movie, and I really enjoyed this. Baymax. I'm gonna give Big Hero 6. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I thought, like I said, at the heart of it, it is about family and bonds and stuff, and the animation is great, great humor in it too as well, and it's fun. And just definitely, I would love to see a sequel to this movie if they make one, because this movie is it's fantastic, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, so that's Big Hero 6, 8 out of 10 for me. Now, this movie, I've been wanting to see, and actually, I wanted to see it actually when it came out, but like I said, I was kind of out of it, kind of sick when it came out, I think, so that's why I didn't go see it. But I made a point of seeing it today because I felt better today and I wanted to see this movie. First movie is called Birdman, or the other title is "Or the Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance." Okay, it's a comedy drama, and I saw the trailer like a few weeks ago, and I just absolutely said, "Oh, I gotta see this! I gotta see this movie." Okay, and now look at the cast in this movie. It stars Michael Keaton, Emma Stone, Zach Galifianakis, Naomi Watts, Andrea Riseborough. Who else? Oh, Edward Norton's in this. Just a talented cast in this, and this movie is directed and written by Alexander Gonzalez Inarritu. I pronounced that right, I hope. Okay, and basically the story is by a washed-up actor played by Michael Keaton, who he played an iconic superhero called Birdman, and it's kind of almost like something, he played Batman, of course, and he basically he tries to mount a comeback by putting on a play. He wrote and directed a play that's on Broadway, and he's trying to do this to try to, I guess, get back some fame because he's considered washed up because he did these Birdman movies and they didn't want to do a fourth one, so he's trying to mount this Broadway play to kind of restore his credibility, I guess, or acting cred. Okay, and here's a ticket for Birdman. There we go. So I can see that. Yeah, Birdman. I think you can see it. Birdman. Anyway, and basically, like I said, he's trying to. Michael Keaton plays Regan, and Emma Stone plays his daughter Sam. Okay, Zach Galifianakis is Jake, is a kind of businessman and manager. Okay, Naomi Watts is an actress in the play, and you have Andrea Riseborough. I think she's also an actress in the play. She plays Laura. And you also have Edward Norton as Mike, and basically, like I said, this story is them. He's trying to mount this play. He wrote and directed this. Now he's trying to do, to do this play at the same time and write and direct it, and at the same time, his personal life is kind of a sham. His daughter has been just got out of rehab, and she's with him, helping him with the play, and you have Edward Norton who plays a guy that they bring in, at the last minute to replace another actor. Okay, and to say he's full of himself is an understatement. He's totally full of himself and totally pretentious. Okay, Andrea Riseborough plays, I guess, an actress that he's kind of fooling around with, that Regan's kind of fooling around with, and she's very wacky and out there. Okay, and this movie is, is basically the behind the scenes of them trying to put on the play. They're doing the dress rehearsal thing first, and to try to do the opening night thing, and at the same time, Michael Keaton's character Regan, he's also hearing the voices in his head from his character, his alter ego character, the Birdman, who's basically telling him, "Listen, you don't need this. You don't need all these pretentious people. Come on, do a Birdman Part 4." It's basically yelling at him, telling him in the background every so often that you don't need all this BS that he's putting up with, and he has to put up with everything. A lot of drama, like I say, Edward Norton's character is an asshole. Okay. Naomi Watts' character, she's kind of insecure and she's trying to do the play, and then he also at the same time you got Andrea Riseborough's character he's been fooling around with, and she even announces, I think, at one point that she thinks she's missed her period, and she's putting pressure on him that way, and at the same time he's trying to bond with his with his daughter. What's her name? Emma Stone, who plays Sam. And he's trying to bond with her at the same time, but she's resentful that he was never there. And at the same time, he also has his ex-wife that comes around, and of course he has to deal with his manager, Zach Galifianakis, who plays his manager, who's constantly telling him, "Listen, this is not going to work. This is not going to work." And he's trying to massage his ego and And Michael Keaton is absolutely fantastic in this movie. To say this movie is a dark comedy is an understatement. This movie is a dark comedy, and it's a drama, and it's a black comedy, and it's like breathtakingly honest about all the stuff that he has to put up with and try to get through. And at the same time, again, he has this voice in his head from this character Birdman, who's basically telling him that he don't need all this pretentious stuff. Stop denying who you are and embrace me. And at the same time, he's trying to put on this play, trying to balance all these people, juggling all these people at the same time. And he also has to deal with a critic who's basically wants to destroy the play before it even opens. And It's just a fantastic movie. It's one of the best movies I've seen. One of the better, one of the best. I'm gonna say best acted. That's not. Yeah, It just great performances in this. Again, Michael Keaton's great. Emma Stone is great as the daughter that resents to him for not being there, and especially what's his name? Who plays the guy that they bring in here, Edward Norton as Mike. He is so what a complete dick. Okay, which is funny. He's a complete dick to Michael Keaton's character, but he's kind of sympathetic when he's around his daughter, played by Emma Stone, and he's also a dick to Naomi Watts' character, who's an actress who was kind of involved with him at the time, and she actually brings him in when another actor gets mysteriously hurt. Okay, and this movie is just again, it's like a dark comedy, and it's about acting and he's trying to, I guess, get redeemed in a way, but at the same time, he has that voice in his head from this Birdman character. He has to deal with his daughter and deal with this egocentric actors and all the craziness that goes around that. And it's a fantastic, like I said, it's a dark comedy. It's a good drama, and it's heartfelt, and it's an amazing movie. And they shoot it, the way they shoot it like a kind of like the camera kind of follows the act, especially Michael Keaton. They follow him around. The camera kind of follows him. I forgot there's a term for that, which I can't remember now at the time. But they kind of follow him around when he goes from place to place, from his dressing room to the stage and back and forth again. And it's just an amazing movie. It's one of the best movies I've seen this year completely. This movie is a 9 out of 10 for me. And I would not be surprised if this movie gets nominated for Best Picture, Best Actor, I think, for Michael Keaton. Best Supporting Actor, I guess, would be Edward Norton. I think his character is more supporting. Okay, and he's a complete ass. Exactly, to Michael Keaton. But again, he's good in another way when he's with Emma Stone's character, and I think Emma Stone is fantastic as well in this movie. I think you get great performances out of everybody in this movie, and it's just a fantastic movie, and you have to see it. Birdman, I can't recommend it enough. Okay, a 9 out of 10 for me. Definitely going to get nominated for a couple of Academy Awards. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it won for Best Picture or something. It's that so brutally honest and good. And the ending did not bother me. In fact, the ending, I love the ending. Okay, I know a lot of people had problems with the way it ended, or I guess maybe the last part of the movie, but not me. I loved the movie from beginning to end. I thought it was a fantastic movie, and definitely would recommend it for anybody. Go see this movie. Anyway, let me know what you think of those two movies. Have you seen those? Okay, Big Hero 6, I loved it. I give it an 8 out of 10. Definitely go see that. And also Birdman, 9 out of 10, one of the best movies of the year. Michael Keaton, fantastic. And it's like so true to life. He played Batman, and I don't know if he's considered washed up now, but it's kind of almost like the same thing, sort of. And then like Edward Norton is what a complete ass in this movie, but he's fantastic as well. And Emma Watson is great. Emma Stone, excuse me, not Emma Watson. Emma Stone is great in this. Now, so is Naomi Watts, and I think all the actors are great in this movie. Definitely go see Birdman, okay? Anyway, this is Trey. Let me know what you think. If you've seen any of those movies, feel free to leave comments down below. And if you like these reviews, please hit the subscribe button down below. This is Trepacer saying so long and take care.